I think the very first time I decided, you know what, I think I'm going to leave this job, it was a very hard decision because you're thinking about your income. Security is a big issue when you're stepping from, that paycheck is coming versus everything I do impacts the paycheck that I get. And I think that is one of the scariest feelings. And I'm so happy that I was able to set myself up to make sure I have some level of security in order to take that leap. I would say it took me a few years to be able to say, okay, great. I can stand firmly in being an entrepreneur. And now I'd like to call myself like a creative entrepreneur because I've found ways of using all the talents and skills that I have, which half of them are probably in the creative field. And I thought to myself that one day I will create an agency that allows me to do exactly what I'm doing now for the GCA, but do it for other businesses. And a few years later, here I am doing exactly what that minute thought was sitting in that office years ago, just craving variety.
Yeah. Is that so? Like during that time in the office, is that kind of the first time that the idea of working on your own and creating your own agency came up?
For sure. I think it was the first time. Wow. And as was indicated, I guess, earlier by my many different things, is that I've always been doing things, right? So even if I have that main job at the GTA, I became a Zumba instructor in that time. And, I'd still play pan ever so often. I still dance. We dance together, So those are some of the things. It's always been a little bit of variety. I think it's a little hard for me to understand just doing simply one thing. I've never been that way. So some people are, and that's absolutely fine. But since I was a child, I've always been doing multiple things.
I can relate for sure.